So hello everyone,
Hello.
welcome to the new day and new vlog. I hope you have watched previous videos and enjoyed it. If not, then you can go and watch those videos. Today I have with me,
Miriam. Hello. Hello.
and where are you guys from?
Well, I'm Miriam, and maybe you may know me because I'm an ESN volunteer.
Yeah,
Me too. I'm from here also, like Spanish.
yeah. And what are we discussing today?
So today we're gonna talk about what to do when you first get here on your very first day.
Yeah.
Right after you land in Barcelona.
Yeah, so for some people who do not know, I came to Barcelona to Spain for my Erasmus exchange program. We have been discussing about several topics, you can say, whether it's public transportation, whether it is what is ESN, and now I think it's a good topic to discuss that what you can do when you first arrive here. So what should one do?
Well, like for example, for me, I came to Barcelona here 8 years ago. That is like a long time ago. But first time, of course, you will be like maybe lost with all the different types of transportations and everything. Also, you will have a lot of stuff with you. But don't worry, because I think Barcelona is a pretty tourist-friendly city, and
Yeah.
because of that, everything will be in English and everyone will be really friendly and really glad to help you to get here. This said, of course, we recommend you the fastest way to come here. For example, if you come into the airport, of course, you can get a taxi and private transportation, but we recommend you, for example, the Aerobus. There is like a private bus that you have to pay a little fee for it. And
Yeah.
then you also have other public options, so maybe you can get them.
And
I
I
don't know.
and one of the important point is that if you get an Aerobus, then it has a separate charge, you know.
Yes.
Maybe you have to pay €6, something like that, for one-way ticket to go to one of the main stops. You can say whether Plaza España or Plaza Catalunya, you can land there. But since you might not have the Teoway card, so you know you need to buy separate tickets, even if you have to take a train or if you have to use any public transportation. But what is the case if someone has to go to the villa?
Like if you go into the villa, that if you don't know is the residence for the students in
Yeah.
the Autonomous University of Barcelona.
Yeah.
It's quite different because it's not located in Barcelona city center. In fact, it's located in a town called Bellaterra, that it's located
Yeah.
in Cerdanyola del Valle, so it's far away, let's say. So for that, let's go step by step of doing that. And first thing I'd say to recommend you is to go to Plaza Catalunya. Plaza
Yeah,
Catalunya is really
A common,
Center.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a really common place. I think it's our meeting point sometimes with our friends to go out and everything. And in there you have a lot of types of transport, okay? So if you go to Plaza Catalunya, let's say from the airport, from Sands train station, whatever, you will have many things. You will have the Rodalies trains. There are like
yeah,
local trains. You will have the Ferrocarrils de la Generalitat, that are other type of trains, and they have to separate different stations. And then you also have the metro, of course, like metro lines, like in whatever city.
yeah.
Yeah, let's say
Subway.
Yeah, subway.
Underground.
The one you're looking for is the S2
Yeah.
line of Ferrocarrils de la Generalitat. So if you go, they also are known as ferros. So
Yeah.
maybe you can ask like, hey, can you help me? Where's the ferros station? So they will get you to the station, so no worries. Also, we wanted to say that Google Maps in here is really reliable. So if you go to the airport and search for Villa, it will send you like through an amazing route.
Yeah,
Really simple, easy to get. You have all the steps in there, so you won't have to worry about it. But if you get to the S2 line, that it has like a frequency of 10 minutes, let's say,
Yeah, yeah.
on weekdays. But on the weekend, it has like a 20 minutes.
frequency.
Yes. So it's different. We don't recommend you to come in here maybe on the weekend because there's a lot of people and there's like less trains.
Yeah.
But also, good things are Plaza Catalunya is the first station. So if you go in there, you are secure as it. If you get the first into the train whenever it's empty.
And you might have baggage as well.
Yes. The S2 line also goes to Sabadell Parc del Nord. So if you say S2, Sabadell Parc del Nord is the one you have to take. And then go down at Bellaterra. It's tricky because there's two stations. There's Bellaterra,
And Universitat Autonoma.
Universitat Autónoma. So we recommend you two things, okay? So whenever you go there, go into Bellaterra because you will go down a slope and then you will get to Villa.
Interesting. Okay. But what happens if you go to Universitat Autonoma?
You have to go up the slope and
Okay.
walk a lot. So we don't recommend you that if you're
I mean,
getting
you
in
will
there.
still get there.
Of course.
But it's better if you take the fastest.
Yeah,
yes.
because you might have good kgs of luggage with you.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's like a 30-minute
Distance.
way. Yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's really friendly. And in there, in every station, you can get the ticket. You will also have another video talking about it.
Yeah.
To get the TJOV, that is like the
Yeah.
better card you can get to the public transport in here in Barcelona, because I mean, it's amazing. Right now it's for €40. It may be more expensive in the future, but with that you can move around easily for 3 months. So we
Yeah.
recommend you to get that, because the single ticket I think is like around €4 each.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. And the thing is, once you have the TOV card, you can even travel to Sitges, Castelldefels, the nearby towns or cities as well, which are here near Barcelona. So that's, I think, also one of the important cards that you can have. One point that you mentioned about the villa. So, like, one has to buy, maybe can one take the bus as well from Bellaterra to go to the villa? Is it
A
possible?
bus from Bellaterra to
Yeah.
Villa.
Or they have to walk?
The thing is, if you go into Bellaterra,
Yeah.
since it's outside of the university, you
It
have
is.
to walk.
Yeah.
But if you go to Universitat Autónoma on weekdays,
Yeah.
weekdays that have university in it, so for example, if you're coming in July, you won't get it. But if you're coming in September, there's this internal bus in the Autónoma,
Yeah.
and you can get it for free and just go up with the bus and with all your luggage and everything. You don't have to pay extra for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, if you happen, I mean, not necessarily on your first day, but if you do happen to come to, well, the university area, let's say, by Rodalies trains, there's these buses on weekdays that take you to the faculties. Because there's people who are not living in
Villa.
I mean, also like
Yeah.
Spanish people who are living in their towns and they come all the way from wherever and they take this because the Renfe station,
Yeah.
Rodalies, is quite far away.
Yes, from
the
Yeah.
civilization of
University. Yes.
Yeah. But is it free, this bus, which
Yeah.
takes you?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not
Interesting.
just hopping.
I think there's like 5 lines around university, so you can just check that
Yeah.
one. For example, you can have science, medicine, whatever
Yeah.
faculty they're going to, and they also have Villa Universitaria on the name
Wow.
of the bus. So you have to check, and once you have it, it's really easy.
Yeah, that actually I did not know. I always used to walk from railway station to my engineering
Unless
faculty.
you're late for class, you don't
Yeah.
care so much.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Or if it's raining.
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting. The important point is that once you arrive, and suppose even if you want to take the local buses, not the aero bus, right? You have to pay the ticket. So can you pay by card or can you pay by cash? What is the thing in that?
I think in most buses you can pay by cash.
Yeah.
So if you have cash, you won't have any problem, or maybe someone can exchange for you. So no worries about that. And with the local buses, like Barcelona buses, now you can pay with cards. So
Yeah.
it's amazing. But maybe if you're, for example, if you're taking, there's this bus that also goes to Universitat Autónoma. It's called E3.
Yeah.
For example, E3, we're not really sure about it. But in Spain, for sure, they can let you pay by cash. For
Yeah.
sure, it's like law things. So if you have cash, you won't have any problem with it.
Yeah.
So I recommend you to have cash from the very moment you get in here for an emergency or whatever. So just have cash.
But also, as soon as you can, get yourself a transport ticket like
Yes.
Uber, because it's just stress-free. You just
Yeah,
Pip-
tap.
Yes.
And then it's done. And I think one of the points that I remembered is that sometimes when you have to pay with cash, and sometimes the bigger notes are not acceptable in some of the cases. If you give €100 or
Yes, of
some bigger
course.
note for suppose €2 ticket, then sometimes it's not acceptable. So I think it's good if you carry change as well when you come here for the first time. If you visit here and you carry good amount of cash with you as well, so that in case of emergency, you have something to pay with. But I think as soon as you arrive in Barcelona, I think I can say that you can anyways pay by card, so it should be fine as well, even if you have to pay for the ticket. And once you are at your accommodation, once you arrive, then you have certain time to do other formalities, like Miriam also mentioned, or Laila also mentioned about this TOV card, which is very convenient. You can do your declaration, and I think other things are very accessible. And also you can check about these informations in the university website. They also have this orientation session where you can ask these doubts as well. So any recommendation if you would like to share for the people who are first time visiting Barcelona, who have never been to Spain?
Recommendations.
I would say prepare ahead, know your, if it's villa, then okay, it's villa, but if you are living in a private
Apartment.
apartment, know where you live, know the
Yeah.
street, the number, the contact person, and have your phone charged. I mean, it
Yes.
sounds
Exactly.
very like common sense, but
Yes.
it can
Yeah.
happen that you don't have battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also as we said, Google Maps is pretty
Yes.
accurate. Always check all the options.
Yeah.
If you arrive at night, try not to walk for a
Yeah.
long time. So try to get the option. Even if you have to stay longer in public transportation, at least you don't
Yes.
have to walk alone at night.
Also, I recommend you, as I said, Barcelona is a really tourist-friendly place, so you will have everything in English, but if you can just have the Google Translate or whatever translation you have available, download it in your phone in case you have something you don't know how to translate or whatever, or you just want to say something you don't know how to, so you can just type it and people will know. And I think also like local people is really friendly if you
Yeah.
go to them like looking for help, so trust them.
Yeah, and I think it's important if you arrive on good time, like not arriving late at night, because you never know the frequency of the buses and train, and you might have to wait longer, or you might not be familiar with the system here. After a few days, you can once you're familiar with the area, then I think it's fine. And also try to avoid coming on weekends because the frequency might change as well. But I think that's important, and thank you so much, Miriam and Leila, for sharing all these important information.
Also, something I also wanted to say, if you're in a hurry, you're having some kind of trouble or whatever, taxis are really reliable
Yeah.
in here.
Yeah.
They are expensive, yes they are, but they are reliable, so just trust them if you
There's
just need something.
There's also apps
Apps like Cabify,
and
Uber. and
Free now.
whatever. Free now is the one for taxis, and you can also have the app, so it's reliable, it's expensive, but you can get it sometimes, so
Yeah.
no worries about it.
And I think that's important. For the first time when you come, you can take a taxi, and once you're familiar with the area, once you have this public transportation card, then you can maybe take these public transportation options as well. Although there is a separate video, as I said, regarding public transportation, regarding the recommended spots in Barcelona, where Abdel also shared this information. And also there is a separate video regarding how you can avoid the accommodation scams. I think that is also quite important.
very
That one
important,
has to keep in mind before coming here. So I think that's it for this video. I hope you got some information, and I think I'll end this vlog now. Rest like, comment, share, subscribe. It doesn't take much time. Bye. Ciao,
Bye.
namaste,
Thank you.
chalo. Adios. See you in new day, new vlog. Bye.